biology. That's a white man's game. If you're black and a woman and you're falling for this crap, then I hate to say this, but you should be ashamed because you've been played. They mock us by saying they're the most oppressed because they put on a dress and just want to pee next to me, and somehow that's worse than our history of segregation and slavery. Beaten, raped, torn from our homes, our history stolen, forever gone, and they want to compare that to needing wrong sex hormones. Do you know what I feel when I hear a white man demand compelled speech? I feel the crack of the whip on my back. I feel my ancestors' face pushed to the ground with the white master's boots still holding them down. Black women, chained to a stone that was used as a bed at the back of the plantation in the purpose-built rape shed, were used and considered as black birthing bodies back then. Now you want to call them that again just to please the white men? Like I said, this is a white man's shame. You think our cousins in Africa are playing this way? Demanding you change the words that you use because some dude can no longer handle being a dude? If you do, you're a fool. Gender ID is for the bourgeoisie, the elites, the ones that live such privileged lives they have to make up some strife, just like Rachel did when she pretended not to be white. Have you heard how they compare us to men? Let me say it like this so it sinks in. If your black mum can be a woman, then so can a him. You realize how racist that is, right? It means their default for woman is white. They're using us like they use the LGB, the forced teaming, using our struggle like it's their own while insulting us by saying we didn't know what biology was until a white man came and taught it to us. Yes, sir. No, sir. Whatever you say, sir. But someone should have told you that those days are over. And I ain't got no owner. And I ain't got no crops to pick. And I ain't got no fucks to give. So you ain't about to tell me shit about what it means to be a girl, a woman, a her, a she. Those words are mine. They belong to me. And I am free. And I will use my speech any goddamn way I please.
So hello, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at LatriceLimited.com. So as you guys can see from that video that I just played, this lady, actually her name is Aja, okay, AJA, and she actually got banned / suspended, which pretty much means she got banned from Twitter. Okay, this just recently happened. Now, because I was on Twitter, I was looking and this popped up and I was like, okay, what's the problem with it? And people were like, you know, she got suspended, she got banned from Twitter. And I'm like, from doing what? I was like, what did she say in this video that was a problem? Because as she said in there, she was saying how you have these transgendered, you know, men or whatever, and they're over here saying that their oppression is worse or relatable to the oppression that black people have suffered and we continue to suffer, which is just complete BS and is not at all truthful. But she got banned for saying that, but she's telling the truth. I'm not really understanding what the problem is. So as she said, the white man is seen as the default. Okay, he's seen as the default, which is absolutely crazy to me that's even happening, you know. But I have a response for what she ended up saying, like after she made that video and after she got banned, and then I got an article. So here is the video.
Morning Twitter. So looks like my account is suspended, which I'm totally fine with, because what's that thing where you drop a new poem about white men demanding compelled speech and then white man gets you banned off Twitter because he doesn't like your speech? I think that's called irony or misogyny or, I don't know, some kind of E. And I'd just like to say a big fat thank you to Colin the Caterpillar for proving my point. This isn't misogyny. This is Colin Montgomery misogyny. See you soon, Twitter.
So you guys seen her response, which, you know, she's just like, you know, whatever, y'all are going crazy. And there's this new little hashtag out, and it's Twitter hates women. It's hashtag Twitter hates women, because as she has said in there, and I'm going to show you some comments as well, why this is going, you know, why this is trending. All right. But I'm going to give you a little bit of background. So it says feminists suspended after challenging trans activists. So this is the tweet that she wrote. All right. Right here. You look at it, seems harmless. Okay. She said, this man say you are psychotic if you are a disabled woman and would like a say in who gives you intimate care. This man thinks it's okay for women to be touched without consent. This is rape culture disguised as trans rights, which is very true. Okay. And they said that she violated the rules, had hateful misconduct, whatever, hateful speech, saying you may not promote violence against or threaten, which she didn't say that at all in the video 1 or video 2 that I showed, nor did she say it in the tweet. So I guess my question is, where did this come from? When did she say this? Because I don't recall ever hearing her saying we need to do this to them and da da da. Never heard that. It's just saying you think that white is the default. So you are a white trans person. So now you're like, okay, my rights, I'm just being ostracized. I am oppressed just like black people were. We have the same struggle. No, no, nope. No, we do not. Okay. And that's what she's saying. Like, what the heck? Also says women's rights advocates on Twitter are outraged after a UK-based feminist was permanently banned for challenging a trans activist who called women psychotic for advocating for single-sex spaces. You're psychotic. Why do you need all women to be together? Huh? Why do you need a private bathroom for only women, only females, only for people with vaginas? That's psychotic. Why do you need that? Why do women need to see a female doctor or, nurse practitioner or physician assistant? Why do you need that? What's your problem? Why can't you just have a man see you? Huh? Why can't you have a man looking at your vagina? Huh? Even though it is statistically proven that men rape women at a much higher rate, over 90%. I did a video on that too. But why do you not want men in the bathroom with you? Why don't you feel safe with men being in the bathroom with you? Huh? Why? You're crazy. Come on, yo. Numbers don't lie. All right. So if we're going to talk, let's talk. Okay. But yeah, it said on July 12th, Asia, a popular British feminist and poet found herself permanently banned from Twitter's platform after what she believes was a target of mass report. All right, a campaign. And she said, I only realized when I checked my WhatsApp and people were asking if I was suspended. And she was just like, what? Over what? What did I say? So I just find that to be very interesting. You have all these other people who do not have vaginas who are saying like, well, you guys shouldn't feel bad. I mean, you guys are not oppressed. Women and people who are not black also, who are saying we're just like black people, how they were oppressed with the same way. I don't see what your problem is. Why do you need everything to be same sex? Why can't I pee right next to you with my dick out and your vagina there? Huh? What's the problem? Maybe because people don't feel comfortable. You ever think about that? How about stop enforcing your ideals and your beliefs onto other people? I was actually reading a tweet, and if I can, I'll try to put it up. But I was actually reading a tweet and someone was saying on the lines of like, with trans rights and whatnot, it should be like religion where, yeah, you could believe it. You could do whatever you do, but don't try to force that or impede my rights because you want to have your own belief. That's essentially what that was. And I'm fine with that. If you guys want to, have your own transgendered bathroom or whatever, fine. That's perfectly fine. You could do that. But I don't get why I have to now be okay with whatever. You have people who believe in God and they do all that. Why do I have to be okay with whatever you believe in to make you feel comfortable while I'm being uncomfortable? I just don't think that's fair. And that's what she was making in that. And also another thing, I have a tweet up here. It says Dr. EM, and it says, here I am writing about the need for single sex care. I am neither psychotic or stupid in my demand for this. Not when 83% of disabled women have been sexually assaulted. Okay, I have an article. I will link it down below. It is lengthy. Okay, has a lot of details in there. So you guys are free to read that, to validate the point. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing, just because you think that, oh, well, you're psychotic. I don't get why you need same sex. I don't get why you want a female to be touching on your privates if you're disabled, or a female to be handling your care if you're a disabled person. Why do you need that? Why would she not want that? Why is that not okay for her to want that? Why is that not okay? Just because you're a dude and you're like, well, I like women touching on me. Well, she may not want men touching on her. So why is that a problem? How does that even concern you? How does that concern you? One, you're probably not disabled anyways. Two, you're not a female, so you have no say-so in that. So I just don't really understand how that has anything to do with you when it doesn't even affect you, So, I mean, as I said, the whole Twitter hates women hashtag has just been going out there. It was just going crazy. So I do have a couple of posts and tweets that people have said, I really like the part about how we didn't know what a woman was until a man told us. Okay. Yeah. We just didn't know until a man said, hey, you're a woman. Oh yeah. Cool. So true. Being a woman just isn't enough these days. A fertilized embryo can be implanted to a man's abdominal space, but without a womb, the placenta attaches to everything and results in it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And it says a catastrophic abdominal trauma. So if they want equality, let them start with childbirth. I mean, there's a lot of things that women's body can do, men's can't. I did a video and I was talking about how science, because people always will say, well, scientifically, if you take your medicine, then you could just become a woman in 8 days. And I don't understand why you don't understand this, Alex. And well, we also have a scientist who has said that once you go through puberty as a male and or female, whichever one you are permanently assigned to that gender. They said you or sex. If you are a male and you go through puberty because of your bone structure, the way that your testosterone is, your hormone levels, all of that, they said you are permanently a male and it is irreversible. It's an irreversible change because you went through puberty as a male. Same with females. If you went through puberty as a female, your body structure, everything, hormones, all of that, everything will resemble a female, and it is a permanent thing and irreversible. I don't get how this is difficult to understand, but this is the argument that people are making, and Twitter is getting mad, whoever their administrators are or whatever. And I know people are like, man, when Elon Musk he ain't getting it. Okay. He doesn't even have it yet. And we have this kind of censorship that is taking place. And obviously a lot of women are very upset about it. I mean, you're telling women that, well, I don't know why you're upset about it. I mean, it's really not a big deal. If he wants to be a she, I mean, you should just get over it and you should just deal with it and accept. But you have a lot of people who are not comfortable with that. As I said, with the whole sexual assault thing, as the lady said, what was it? 86% of women get assaulted. Okay. In terms of disabled women who need care. That's why they want same sex to be taking care of them, to provide care for them. That's why they're doing it, because they are afraid of what he may do to her. I mean, the numbers don't lie of what we see. But again, we are all like making it seem like it's just some wonderland, some fairyland. Like, oh, Alex, you're just pish posh, Alex. You're just being over dramatic. No, I'm not the only one who is saying like, yo, this ain't right. There's a lot of people saying this is not right, but it's being overshadowed by men who are saying, well, it should be okay. Well, this is not a concern of yours. This doesn't concern you. This is not, you're not a part of this community of which we are talking about. Okay. So this is the problem that we have. And for Twitter to just say like, well, Asia, I mean, you speak it too much true, about women and black women. So yeah, you're banned. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that. And then other people are like, okay, well, we're going to do this. And that's also why I'm making this video, is to try to, reach some people. I don't care if I reach just 2 people who may have never seen her video or even heard of her, because at the end of the day, we're constantly being silenced. And for what? Some rich white dude's agenda, whatever his agenda may be, it's just really annoying that I can't even go in the bathroom without, a dude wanting to be in there with me. I can't, if I want to go to the YMCA and shower, oh no, you can't do that. As I did, as I was saying, about the Win Salon, Win Spa, the Korean spa, and how that black lady went off. She went off, y'all. And she was like, there was a guy walking around, because in the spa, you get completely naked, not panties, but completely naked. Guy walking around with his dick out. It is just out there swinging in the air. And she's like, yo, what is this? And then you had a whole bunch of other chicks that were like, yo, this ain't cool. And of course, the man stepped up and said, well, I don't get why you guys are mad at that. Because it makes us uncomfortable. And that's the thing. We are constantly being silenced. All of us women we are constantly being silenced. Oh, well, you should just be okay with it. You should just accept it. You should just deal with it. I don't want to. I don't want to just deal with it. I don't want to accept it. I'm not okay with it. I'm not comfortable with it. We have women's bathrooms. We have men's bathrooms. We have family bathrooms. We have all gendered bathrooms. Why can't you go in an all gendered bathroom? Well, I don't want to be in there. I want to be in a women's. Why can't you just go in the family bathroom? I don't want to be in there. I want to go to women. Why don't you? Because they have urinals in there as well. You have a penis. Why don't you just go in there? I don't want to go in there. I want to go into women's. But you have 3 other options to go into, but you choose not to go in there. I don't get why. I don't get that. I don't get that. You have all the other options, and this is what I was also saying in regards to sports as well. With sports, if you guys want to, like I said, you are permanently a male after you go through puberty as a male. Okay. If we have a third category of transgendered people, you all can go in there. I don't want to do that. I want to be over here. Why can't, but we're giving you options and you don't want them. That's my thing that I don't understand. I give you options and you deny it and you reject all of them. You're like, but I want this one. Well, why can't you just take the, I don't want that. I want this one. Well, that's the problem that we have, and obviously Twitter, maybe some other places are, probably deleting posts saying that you're in violation of hate speech and, whatever, even though if you guys have seen the video, which that was the very first thing I put in this video, you could tell and you could hear that there was no hate speech whatsoever, so it is what it is. Until then.